Hello everyone. Today we will discuss phylum and nematoda. Phylum nematoda. So the phylum nematoda animals is also called as Aschelminthes. Aschelminthes is also called as Nematihelminthes. The phylum and nematoda animals is also called as Nematihelminthes. Is also called as Aschelminthes. Aschelminthes. So the general characters. General characters of phylum and nematoda. General characters of phylum nematoda. First one, habitat. First one, habitat. First one, habitat. So these animals, the phylum nematoda animals, they living in aquatic and terrestrial. Aquatic and terrestrial. The phylum nematoda animals, they living in aquatic or terrestrial. Aquatic means they are living in water. Aquatic means they are living in water. Terrestrial means they are living in land. They are living in land. So the habitat. So they are aquatic or terrestrial. Next one, habits. Next one, habits. So they are the some of the animals are the free living. Some of the animals are the free living. Some of the animals are the free living, and some of the parasitic. Parasitic on animals, humans and plants. So they are the parasites. So the parasitic means they are living in the another body. So they are the some of the animals are living in free living. Some of the living in the parasitic on humans, animals and plants. Next one, level of organization. Next one, level of organization. Levels of organization. So the levels of organization, so they are the organ system level of organization. Organ system level of organization. Organ system level of organization. Level of organization is the organ system level of organization. Next one, organ system means they are representing the cells, formation of the tissues formation of the organs coming from the organ system. So they are the organ system level of organization. Next one, germ layers. Germ layers. So germ layers, so they are the triploblastic. So they are the triploblastic. So they are the triploblastic. Triploblastic means they contain a 3 germ layers. Triploblastic means they contain a 3 germ layers. Outer ectoderm, middle mesoderm, third one inner endoderm. So these are the germ layers. So the germ layers are the triploblastic. Triploblastic means in the embryonic stage they contain a 3 germ layers: outer ectoderm, middle mesoderm, inner endoderm. Next one, symmetry. Next one, symmetry. Next one, symmetry. So the symmetry is the bilateral symmetry. Symmetry is the bilateral symmetry. So the bilateral symmetry means the animal, the organism cut into only one angle is divided into two equal parts. The animal cut into only single axis is divided into two equal parts. So they are called as bilateral symmetry. Next one, coelom. Next one, coelom. Coelom or body cavity. Coelom or body cavity. So the coelom is the pseudocoelom. The coelom is the pseudocoelom. Pseudocoelom means, so they are the false coelom. So they are presenting on the body cavity. But the body cavity does not covering the mesodermal membrane. So they are called as pseudocoelom. Next one, digestion. Next one, digestion. So the digestion, so they are the first time formation of the complete gut. Complete gut means they contain two openings. One is the mouth, another one is the anus. So these are the mouth, so these are the anus. Mouth. So these are the anus. Next one, so these are the one-way gut. So they are the moving only one way. So mouth to pharynx. So they are the only one-way gut. So they are the first time. So the complete gut they formation in the phylum Nematoda animals. So they are the digestion is the complete gut. So they are the one way. Next one, excretion. Next one, excretion. Next one, excretion. So the excretion is the renate glands. Excretory organs are the renate glands. Renate glands. So the renate glands are the excretory organs of phylum Nematoda animals. Renate glands are the excretory organs of the phylum Nematoda animals. Once revised, so general characters of the phylum Nematoda. First one, habitat. So they are the aquatic or terrestrial. Aquatic means they are living in water. Terrestrial means they are living in land. Next one, habits. So these animals are the free living or parasitic on the animals or plants. Next one, level of organization. So they are the organ system level of organization. Next one, germ layers. So they are the triploblastic. Triploblastic means they contain three germ layers: outer ectoderm, middle mesoderm, inner endoderm. Next one, symmetry. Symmetry is the bilateral symmetry. Bilateral symmetry means the animal is divided into only single axis divided into two equal parts. Next one, coelom. So they are the pseudocoelom or false coelom. Next one, digestion. So they are the first time the formation of the complete gut. Next one, excretion. The excretory organs are the renate glands. The renate glands are the excretion function. Next one, body form. Next one, body form. So the first time they tube within a tube organization. First time tube within a tube. Tube within a tube organization. First time formation in the in phylum Nematoda. Phylum Nematoda animals. The first time they formation of the tube within a tube organization. For example, so they are the animal. So these animal, this middle contain to the middle region. So these are the looks like looks like a tube within a tube organization. So they are the one tube. So tube within in the another tube. So they are the tube within a tube. First time formation in the phylum Nematoda animals. Tube within a tube. 2 marks, very very important question. Tube within a tube organization. First time formation in the phylum Nematoda animals. Phylum Nematoda animals. TS of Nematoda. Transverse section of Nematoda. Transverse section of Nematoda. Next one, nervous system. Next one, a nervous system. Nervous system, it includes circumferential nerve ring, nerve cord and nerves. So they are presenting, it includes nerve ring, nerve cord and nerves. Nerve ring, nerve cord and nerves. Nerve ring, so these are the nerve cord. Next one, so these are the nerve ring. So they are the nerve ring. These are the nerve cord. So these are the nerves. These are the nerves. Next one, sensory organs. Next one, sensory organs. So the sensory organs are the presenting on the two sensory organs. One is the armpits. Second one is the plasmids. Armpits and plasmids. So they are the two sensory organs of the phylum Nematoda animals. So 2 marks, very very important. Differences between the armpits and plasmids. Armpits and plasmids. So the armpits, so they are the presenting on the armpits presenting on the anterior side of armpits presenting on the anterior side of the body, surrounded by the mouth. So these are the chemosensory functions. Chemosensory function means, so they are the chemical messengers. So identification of the smell. So they are presenting on the armpits, presenting on the anterior side of the animals. So they are surrounded by the mouth. So they are the chemosensory function. Next one, plasmids, they are presenting on the posterior side of the body. So they are the glandulosensory function. Glandulosensory function. Glandulosensory function. So they are the ampids and passives. Ampids presenting on the chemoreceptors. So they are the cuticular pits on the anterior side of the body. Cuticular pits of the anterior side of the body. So they are the chemoreceptor function. Next one, the plasmid present on the posterior side of the body. So they are the glandulosensory functions. Glandulosensory functions. For example, so they are the ampids. So these are the plasmids. So they are the ampids and plasmids. So these are the sensory structures of the sensory organs of the phylum Nematoda animals. Next one, reproduction. Reproduction. So reproduction is the sexual reproduction. Reproduction is the sexual reproduction. Reproduction is the sexual reproduction. Next one, the animals are the dimorphic. Male and female organisms are the separated. So the animals are the dimorphic. Dimorphic means the male and female animals are the separated. Male and female animals are the separated. Next one, fertilization. Fertilization is the internal fertilization. Fertilization is the internal. Fertilization is the internal fertilization. Internal fertilization means the fertilization occurring from the inside the body. The fertilization occurring from the inside the body. So they are the internal fertilization. Next one, development. So the development is the some of the animals are the indirect development, some of the direct development. Indirect development or some of the animals are the direct development. Indirect development and direct development. Indirect means they presenting on the larva stages. Direct means presenting on the there is no larval forms. So they are the development. Next one, some of the animals are the oviparous. Oviparous means they laying the eggs. Oviparous means O means egg. So they laying the eggs. Example, Ascaris. Some of the animals are the ovoviviparous. Ovoviviparous means the first step they contain eggs after the formation of the cells. So they are the ovoparous. Example, Eukarya brancampti. Eukarya brancampti. So they are the oviparous and ovoviviparous. Once revised, so the nervous system, it includes nerve ring, nerve cord and nerves presenting on the nervous system. Next one, sensory organs. So they are the ampids and plasmids. So they are the two sensory organs of the phylum Nematoda animals. Next one, reproduction. So the reproduction is the sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction means the formation of the male and female gametes, the fusion of the male and female gametes. Next one, sexual dimorphism. Sexual dimorphism means the externally, seeing the externally. So they are the male organism. So they are the female organism. Identify the male and female organisms. Next one, fertilization is the internal fertilization. Internal fertilization means the fertilization occurring from the inside the body. So they are the internal fertilization. Next one, development. The development is the indirect development or direct development. Indirect development or direct development. Indirect development means there is no indirect means presenting on the larva stages. Direct development means there is no larva stages. So they are the general characters of the phylum Nematoda. Next one, phylum Nematoda classification. Next one, phylum Nematoda classification. Phylum Nematoda classification. Phylum Nematoda classification. So they are divided into two classes. Phylum Nematoda divided into two classes, class 1 and class 2. First one, class 1 is the plasmidia. Class 1 is the plasmidia. Class 1 is the plasmidia. Class 2 is the class 1 is the aplasmidia. Class 1 is the aplasmidia. Class 2 is the plasmidia. Class 2 is the plasmidia. So the aplasmidia means, so they are the absence of the plasmids. Absence of the plasmids. Plasmidia means presence of the plasmids. Presence of the plasmids. Next one, ampids present and highly modified. So in the aplasmidia, so ampids are the present but highly modified. So the ampids are the present but simple. Ampids are the present but simple. So the examples. So the trichinella. So aplasmid example, trichinella, trichin worm. So the common name trichin worm. So the example Ascaris. So they are the round worm. Uchararia. So they are the filarial worm. So they are the phylum Nematoda general characters and classification.